What's up, guys? In the Helltide. And we need to get rid of some stuff. I haven't dealt with this Helltide before, so I don't have any clue of what is even going on with it. And all of a sudden I have 8,000 messages. So like I said, I don't know what the Helltide is.
I don't know, but I will try. You should know that this ritual will be dangerous for both of us. If you are still willing to join me, stare into the flames. Let them carry you into my memories. Elias's study is just ahead. This is where they caught me trying to kill Elias. If I had been more careful, I could have ended it here.
Now, what should we do with this little rat we've trapped?
More energy. The Temple of the Primes. When they carried me inside, I tried to run, but I couldn't make it. saved. But then I heard her laughing. Not outside of me. From within me.
Your fate was sealed from the first sigil I inked into your flesh.
I need more energy. I'm not ready yet.
Hey, welcome on in. I appreciate you. I'm not particularly good at this game, but I do like playing this game.
I cannot do this. I will lose myself to her.
And I don't have any idea of the spell type.
I feel her stirring within, just like that day.
I kind of struggled the first 2
Hands
seasons.
closing around my mind, like chains.
I'm not ready yet.
This is my fault. If I had killed Elias in Quran, if I had been quicker, smarter. But I wasn't. I wasn't.
Low on energy.
Quicker! It's only making it worse! Elias found me and this demon as one. We are part of each other now. You control how tight the chains are!
Low on energy.
Is gone and I remain. I don't have to be afraid or ashamed. This is what I am, but I can still choose my path.
Whatever we were doing. Oh, nice. Have you ever tried streaming yet? It's really, really intimidating at first, and then if you do it like me and you just stream while you're playing, just to get used to it, it helps a lot. And then you have to tell your mom and dad who you're talking to because they think you're crazy talking to yourself.
Better. For the first time since, well, a long while.
Whenever you need me, I will be there. And so will Timaway.
Yes, I
If
know.
we have any kind of audio
Thank
issues
you,
at
my
all,
friend.
just let me know.
Please, take the
There'll be a
amulet.
humming in the background. That's my
Timaway
AC
left a
unit. I
message
can't
on it
really
for
do
me.
anything about that.
But I will not forget the words. Perhaps it can help you when you face your own difficult times.
I guess I can turn it up on my screen. That would help.
I do not know for sure. I was so afraid before. Afraid to leave the places where I felt safe. I will take another step and see where it leads me. I will live.
Okay, I'm trying to go for a completist thing, but I learned that's very, very hard in this game because there's so many side quests that you have to keep talking to people to get, and that's what all these things are here if you haven't played this game. This is a season quest. Guess we could try that out. That'll be a first time. You know, Doom is really awesome. I haven't played a whole lot of the 2016 version, and I haven't played more than like 20 minutes of Doom Eternal. I don't know why. It's a really awesome game. I just get discouraged sometimes, and then like it takes me a long time to get back to it. I do have Doom VR, which is really freaking cool. But this space doesn't allow me to play VR, so, which is a shame because this may be my semi-permanent situation.
Low on energy. I need more time. What's this? I'm low on energy. I'm not ready yet.
You gotta be better than I am at it.
Need more energy.
That's always pretty fun.
Low on energy. I must return this to its owner. I need more time. ready yet. Don't have enough energy.
Seems like I'm doing
It's
all right.
locked.
And I can never figure out the whispering keys for the chests. I don't know what's up with that or where you get them.
Out of energy. I need more time. I'm not ready yet.
Help me, please. My stomach. Something is tearing it apart.
What other kinds of games do you like to play?
There is a healer. Yolanda.
Lay down.
In
No,
Waiting
don't move
Honey.
over. Lay down.
Help me,
Lay down
Richard.
right there.
I beg
Don't
you.
move over here.
You have no idea what you've done.
So with headphones, I've got the Razer Blackheart V2. Those are really nice. You can get. I've got the wireless one, so they have a cheaper one that is wired, and it's like $50 on Amazon. They sound really good.
Poor Martha. She had what we call gut rot, a nice name for a horrible affliction. She should have
Have you
sent
ever,
you with a
have you ever
message
played the Diablo
rather than
games?
coming all this way.
I know a lot of people
Now
hate
she's
the third
dead
one, but I really
and
loved
given
it.
us gut rot as a
Third
parting
one was
gift.
that for me.
Make up for bringing her here in the
And
first
then,
place.
this one came out. And
Do
I was
what I
really,
would have
really
done
excited
were
for
I
it,
not sick.
and I had to wait.
Go to Pilgrim's Cave.
I think it came out
Harvest
in
a
November. I had to
fungus
wait until
that
the
grows on the
following
creatures
July
that
for
live
my
there
birthday to get it.
and bring it to me. Stop
So at that
walking
point, I
around,
was
you
like
damned fool.
almost a year
You'll make the
behind.
gut rot worse.
Shift to the Shigella. Unless you
ready yet. Need more energy.
Not gonna lie, that fucked me up.
I'm not ready yet. I need more time.
Okay, what are we doing? I guess that's one that I missed. Oh man, Detroit Become Human is amazing. Absolutely love that game. If you're one of those people like me that kind of becomes attached to characters, you're gonna fucking hate that game. Especially if you're having really bad luck and you're not choosing the right choices in the game. I do suggest you play it though. It's an excellent, excellent game. Yeah, I don't have a PS5 yet. I've got a PS4 Pro, and that's what I've got it on. Isn't it exclusive? I didn't know that it was. I mean, I'm not doubting that it is. I just, now that you mention it, I haven't seen it on anything other than PlayStation. luckily, I had a friend. My PC took a shit on me, and I was trying to build one from parts that I was getting, and it was all Intel parts, and I didn't know that an i5 processor that was a certain socket wouldn't fit certain motherboards that were the same socket but a different generation. So that whole Intel build was nothing but a big pile of shit, and it wouldn't work. So I had to end up sending parts back and stuff like that. And luckily, my buddy ended up sending me new computer parts, or used computer parts, including a graphics card, and that was really awesome. So now I have a pretty capable system, still a little behind. It's a Ryzen 5 6-core. It is the 3200, could be 3600. And then I've got 32 gigs of RAM and a 1070 mini for my graphics card, which it does pretty good. I can't play certain games and stream at the same time on it, but we make do. So I've got an Xbox Series S, and I'm able to stream games to my computer and stuff, so it's all good. My son got a ROG Ally from Rent-A-Center. That's how he got that. And there's nothing wrong with it. If that's what you got to do, then that's what you got to do. Of course, we all know you pay like 2 or 3 times more for it, but if you get it and then you decide that you don't like it, you can just take it back. Looks like we got a couple things over here we need to grab. Apparently they're coming out with a new adapter for PSVR 2 to attach to your PC. August 7th. That's according to PlayStation. So, just a little, I guess it's just a little box with some stuff you hook into it, and it's supposed to work, so. Oh, that sucks. I've got a pretty good laptop that I got for free. I got 3 of them. I work at a Air Force installation, so every once in a while you can find stuff out at recycling, and just so happens I went and I got 3 laptops and then a mini PC, and they need a little bit of work because of the whole process for them getting rid of them. And it is this this Lenovo ThinkPad. It is an i7. Yeah, Core i7 V Pro. It's got 16 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 1 terabyte SSD right now. And then I've got a 400 gigabyte SD card in it for my Steam games. It is not a gaming PC. Which sucks. It's got the integrated Intel stuff, and it's not the greatest, but it plays some things. So. The mini PC that I've got is an i5 with 16 gigs of RAM, and I've got I think a half a terabyte of space on it. I want to get a 2 terabyte SSD for it, and then it should be good. And it can play Dreamcast, N64, plays anything really. Some things it doesn't run quite perfect, but good enough for me.
Serpent root tree and
Yeah, it's good enough for now, so. Yeah, the ThinkPad was really good. I like that the shell is all pretty awesome.
I need more time.
Kind of rare to find that anymore. Things that I left. That's not one.
I'm not ready yet. Don't have enough energy. I'm short on coin.
Okay, so the Hellfire, you have to kill all these enemies to get these coins or whatever, and you have to find the chest. The cool thing with my mini PC is it takes the same exact AC adapter as the laptop, so I was able to just use one, so that's pretty cool. Bad thing is I can't use both systems at the same time. Well, the laptop until it dies, but go ahead and get this one done here.
I need more time. So you said you have an Xbox. Do you have the series? Or... Okay, you got the Xbox One. I gotta tell you, man. Of course, I know it's not the most powerful and stuff like that, but the Xbox Series S is one of the best systems ever made. And the reason I say that is because not everybody has disposable income that they can just go blow a whole check on a console, and you can pick up a used one for like 150 bucks, and that's an excellent price. And what's cool is you can take your external hard drive, if you have one, on your Xbox One, and you can plug it straight into here and run all your games off of it. The X and the S games are going to have to run off of your internal drive because it has to run at a certain speed. But you can actually transfer games that you're not playing onto your external media and then transfer them back onto there when you're playing them. So if you have 1 or 2 games that you really like, you can keep those installed, and then all your other ones you can have the other part. I need a healer, that's what we're doing. I've got the Series S. I've got the 1 terabyte memory card, which was a lot of money. I got it right before they dropped the prices of all of them, so that was awesome. But it's really cool. It does what it's supposed to do, so. I think I've got a total of 13 or 14 terabytes of space on mine. So I've got 419 games installed. Still have like 7 terabytes of space. So we're not running out anything.
What? I'm low on energy.
Oh, nice. And it's always good to have extra stuff around. Like I said, I've got those 3 laptops, and luckily for me, 2 of them were totally good. I could just get right into it. And then the third one has some kind of password thing on it, so I've got to go through there. Where would I suggest getting one? To be totally honest, I would check your pawn shops first, because I mean, people need weed money, they need rent money, so that's one of the first things that's gonna go. You may be able to get a good deal on a Series X. My son bought a PlayStation 5 not too long ago, and he got it from a pawn shop for $300. And I think that was with an extra controller and like 1 or 2 games too. Definitely check there, and then both of
that? I'll turn this down a little bit. That should be a little better. Yeah, I was saying, check your, if you're near a airbase, check your Facebook Marketplace, because the students can't take their stuff a lot of times, and you know, they blow their whole check because they don't have anything else to spend it on, especially when they're staying in the barracks. So you haven't been able to play Starfield yet. You're not missing a whole lot. I was super hyped for it, but I've been so disappointed in the past that I'm like, I'm just gonna kind of go into it thinking it is what it is, and it's not a bad game. It could just be a whole lot better than it is, but I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Nothing really you can do about it. So basically for me, I beat it the first time, and then I haven't touched it since. Don't really want to spoil any of it.
I think she was friends with Senny the Purveyor. Try.
Never heard of her. Sunny
I'd say that if you liked
Purveyor
Fallout 4, then you
tends to be a
would
people
enjoy.
person.
I don't know if you would like it, but you would enjoy Starfield. Yeah, and since I've got the Series S, I was able to play it, and it ran fine. Runs perfectly fine. My computer struggles, but we just use that to cheat, so we're not going to talk about that. But yeah, I agree. I had to pay $30 because I wanted to play it sooner. So I don't own the game. It is on Game Pass. So if you upgrade your Xbox One to the Series, then you can play that and not have to spend any money on it.
Katharina? Oh, you mean Katharina Crescent. That old crone died when I was a child. More wrinkle than woman, they used to say.
The Fallout 4 is really
She was
good.
burned
You can
down
pick it up
back
really
in the
cheap now. I
morning.
think it's like $12 or something like that.
Might be nice
And that's the
to
Game of the
stop
Year
by in
edition with
respects.
all the
She don't get
add-ons.
too many visitors.
Have a moment? Got a job for you. I knew you'd be interested. Meet me out back and I'll give you the details.
And there's nothing wrong with
But
a
of
good
course,
game for
in the
$10
discretion, I
or
trust
$15.
that, this will stay between us.
Especially when the console you can use mods and stuff. So
I'll be making sure Rodney's not flapping his mouth again.
Good. Just don't kill him.
Made things
what's
quiet.
cool about that right now is you can pick it up on Xbox One, and then if you buy it digital, which should be on sale
Nothing
still,
lethal.
you
Swear
can
it.
actually get the new gen update with the series. So still the same game, but then it adds like newer textures and stuff like that. Yeah, totally can. And if you were to get the Series X and you have a disc version, you can use that in there. It's backwards compatible. Yeah, I originally wanted the Series X, but then I realized I didn't have no money, so beggars can't be choosers. Especially since I got the Series S in a trade, so it didn't even cost me anything. But I got lucky, so...
My apologies for the runaround. With how boisterous Backwater's been lately, we're drawing some unwanted attention to our humble town. You see, officially, it's...
So did you,
to keep it that
did you
way,
had the
17
360, right?
Bloodthirsty brethren might not want to approach so...
My first Xbox was the 360, and it was the Slim.
Find it, pay off the
And
and you get an
I never had an Xbox before, so I wasn't an Xbox fan. I was always PlayStation, so I got the gold, and when they went from the gold to the series, or from the Xbox One to the series, they changed programming or something in there, and basically all your gold games that you got for free on the 360 are yours, permanent. You don't have to have that subscription any longer to have those forever. So there was some kind of bug or something in it, and they were like, you know what, it's just something that we can't figure out, and we're not going to waste no time or money on it, so guys, enjoy what you got. And I mean, that makes sense. Why spend extra resources on something that you may figure out, you may not figure it out, and then you just look like a bunch of assholes to begin with. But yeah, you get to keep all your Xbox 360 games.
Someone must have found my stash.
That's also why I have like 419 games installed on my system.
I don't think this is the spot. Don't you give me that look? I'm old. My note says the location should
Probably
ring a bell.
395 of those are going to be Xbox One and 360 games.
That's it. Great work. We're meeting them up north by the shipwrecks. Let's not keep them waiting.
So you said that you're, you have a PC?
Look at this. The sucker Durham Belfry, or what's left of it. The building on the mud. The old couldn't either. The faith so powerful that it can overcome the most common of senses.
Another buddy of mine, for my birthday last year, got me started into Star Citizen, and it's still in alpha all these years later, but they're making big improvements, and so he got me started in that, and my computer runs it pretty good. Game's still a little bit buggy, but it's still in alpha. It's not even in beta yet. But it's so complicated. Such a complicated game.
Wait, where are you going?
So you got the PlayStation 2 and 3, original Xbox 360. Yeah, that old stuff never gets old. I've got the PlayStation 1, 2. I've got a modded 3 that I got from a friend of mine. And then I've got my PlayStation 4 Pro. For Xbox, I've got an OG Xbox that I modded. And then I've got the 360. I've got 2 of those. And then I've got my Xbox One, the big VCR model. And then I've got my Series S. I've got 2 Nintendo Switches. This last one, I got the OLED, which I love. I hate Nintendo. Fucking hate Nintendo so bad. But OLED Switch is really awesome. I actually got that free. Again, I got lucky. My internet provider was doing a promotion where if you got new service with them and you paid on time for 3 months, then you got to choose from a list of prizes, and the OLED Switch was on there. So I got to choose that for me. And then I've got a modded new 3DS XL that I got in a trade. I've got 2 PSPs. One my son gave me. It's a modded Japanese gold one. It's pretty cool. And then I've got a PS Vita 1000. PS Vita is really awesome. I got a PS TV that I traded for a PlayStation 2 that I had modified. It had a crystal blue case on it. And I've got some more stuff as well. I got a modded Wii and a modded Wii U.
I'd say they look rather handled, wouldn't you?
Of course, all that is back at the house
Explain that our peaceful expedition
in my game room.
resulted in the
So
death of a crusader.
Now,
we're
let's
separated
just
right
take
now.
it
So
here. You
may
need
or
to
may
split
not
those
stay this
supplies
way.
2
So
ways now. I say I did you a favor.
Lyndon.
Of course, I don't mind feeling this.
This case here.
To keep
Let me get to a
happiness.
point where I can pause this, and then I can
We
show
get
you my
late
computer.
and we'll take our leave. But this arrangement won't survive much longer.
Agreed. So much for discretion. And I was careful to switch me.
Okay, so that's done. Okay, so this is what I've got here. So this is my gaming setup right now. And I apologize for the shaky camera, but this is the kitty table, and it works perfect for a nightstand. This stuff I put over here. Put that down there. Don't mind the wires. It is what it is. So this system right here with the controller is going to be my mini PC that I use for all my emulation stuff. Then I've got my laptop. Below it I've got my case for my Switch, which is up top. And then I've got my HDMI switcher. Down there I've got my Series S and then my PlayStation. And then I've got my big old TV. And then this is my PC. It is 2 Thermaltake V1 cube cases that I put together. You can do that. You can stack these. It's pretty cool. So the top computer is my newer system. The one below it needs a power unit, but it is a AMD FX 8 core single thread, I want to think is what that is. 16 gigs of RAM, and I don't have a hard drive for it, but that's very easy. I can fix that up. And what that was going to do was going to be a backup streaming setup, and then I just kind of needed to use the power supply, so I put the power supply in for the newer computer, and then that power supply went to shit, so I had to get an actual like good power supply. Luckily my son had that. He had a really nice power supply. He had 32 gigs of RAM that I have in there, and a NVMe drive, so I got all that for like $100. And they were not used very long, so, but that's my setup I got here. Just for now, it's I mean, it works. It's kind of cozy, but it works for now. So, and this room is half the size of the other room that I was staying in the first time I lived here. Mom took that for her computer craft painting room, you know, women things. But she took that room over, so I am in my sister's old room, which is why it's purple. Don't really care. The closet is actually behind my entertainment center and all this stuff right here, but it's easy enough to slide the entertainment center and TV out of the way to get to the closet, so I just left it this way.
If you have a
And I've been
moment,
thinking,
Do you need help?
I've got a whole
child, I wish I
setup that I did with my retro stuff,
I had a
where
few
I've got like 16 consoles, and I can literally have all of them all hooked up to where I can
I haven't
just
heard
turn them
from
on
him
and stream
since.
from them.
It's unlike
Got a Nintendo 64 that I've got an EverDrive. Probably going to bring that.
Here,
Some
he's
stuff is
written
going to have to
this
go into
page of
storage,
his journal.
but I am going to bring my Dreamcast, and I've got that fully modded out. And then I've got my N64 I'm going to bring. I got the entire North American thing on that. So other than that, I think just handhelds is what I'm bringing. Everything else I think is going to go in storage for now.
With knowledge, he says. Well, I mean to fight them.
Yeah, it's not
We'll
a
make camp at the decaying farmstead.
bad enough
East
color.
of here.
I mean, it's purple and white, but it's not ugly. I mean, I wouldn't paint it like that, but I painted my other room brown. What do I know? I know nothing. I work for the government. I don't know anything. And after I drink this 40, I won't know even more. Okay, what are we doing? Speak with Cress. Yeah, I just tried to make do with what I got, and if I don't got it, then it is what it is. I do have a whole wall of games in my game room. You may have seen I just grabbed like 3 PlayStation 4 games. I've got like probably 2 stacks, about 4 foot tall. So, and then I've got all my other games. I'll probably be putting a shelf over here, or using this existing cabinet, and then just putting all the games in there, or in the closet, one of the two. Because this room is tiny. Then I got to stuff kids and a dog in here. Yeah, I just wish that I need to put up my blackout curtains to block off this window to make the camera look a little better.
Yes, indeed. Truthfully, our victory against Mephisto left me emboldened. I lingered at the fort, managing to find some partial record of the paladins who stayed there. I aim to carve the name of every paladin into stone.
The only thing that sucks is we don't have central heat and air in this house yet. Their old unit went bad, and it's a lot of money to get that replaced. So they are replacing it soon, and then I won't have to use my loud unit anymore. That's this one up here. I spent like $450 probably 4 years ago on this thing. Yeah, right up there, I sticker bombed it. Those roll-around units are a godsend. Now, granted, it did cost a lot of money, but it'll work forever. And some of them have heat. This one doesn't, unless you don't put the hose out the window, and then you'll have a lot of heat.
There were attempts, yes. It is not
It had to happen in the game room. That came off, and it was blowing heat.
I hope that this at least means future generations.
And it was like 98 degrees in my game room while it was trying to cool the air, so that didn't work very well. Okay, we need to go way up here. I was gonna say, if you don't have like all of your stuff to stream, like your webcam, and if you're going to use a webcam, if you don't have anything like a microphone or a mixer or anything like that, I could suggest some stuff to you. That's funny that you posted that right as I was thinking about it. So Amazon's going to be your friend, especially on a budget. Do not cheap out on your camera, because if you buy a cheaper camera, it's going to fucking suck and you're going to hate it. And even cheap cameras are like $40. Check Walmart. They have this Logitech HD. It's a 1080p camera, and I believe it's 1080p 60. So I think it is like $60 or $70. You can pick it up at Walmart. If you can't find it there, then look on Amazon. You can get them at a good price there as well. Let's see. Hold on just a sec. I could show it to you. Give me just a sec to get this put up here. Display capture. What to do? Not that one. So you want to stay away from these. I haven't personally used those, so they might be okay, but what you're going to want is this one right here. See, $54. So it's not real cheap, but it's also not super expensive. This one is going to do you a lot of good. And you can run multiple cameras if you wanted, but just one for the start is going to be good. So this one right here, the C920X. And then for sound, and you don't need a mixer. I just like a mixer because then you can turn it up and down and do all your stuff like that. For me, I like to go a little bit extra, and I kind of pieced all this stuff together. So if you were looking for and this all depends on your style. If you have a desk that you can set a mic on, and that's how you want to roll, then you can do that. Personally, I like to have an arm so I can swing it out of the way. And stay away from all this RGB stuff. The microphones may be okay, but it's tacky, and it's a stupid gimmick. You can go with some stuff like this if you want. Steel Series is going to be good, but $300 for a microphone, you need to get something better than what that is. I would suggest just something cheap like I've got, like this one right here. And you don't have to get this specific one because this is going to be rebranded like 100 times. But you can see you get this whole setup here for $50. I think I paid $35 for mine. And again, it's just rebranded. This one is the newer brand, so we can actually look that one up. My computer hates me sometimes. So see, all these are going to be all the same. And different ones will come with different ways to interface. And if you wanted a USB microphone, you know, get the one with the USB. Dynamic microphones are going to sound a whole lot better than these condenser microphones. This is a condenser microphone that I'm using here. The dynamic is going to be a lot better. They are not unidirectional, I believe. So the better the microphone, the more it's going to cost, obviously. So, like I said, with you getting into it and you don't know if you're going to like it or not, I would just go with something like this. Let's see, that is just a USB. I would try to stay away from a USB mic. That's just me. I'm trying to find one here that's got XLR. Let me look that up. Now XLR is going to be like all your microphones have. It's a 3-pin, and then it'll actually go into the mixer. And they've got XLR to 3.5 millimeter jack. They've got it going to USB. You can run it to XLR into your mixer. And again, XLR is just the cable. But if you get a microphone that has that, you can get whatever cable you need for that. So, now what you got to keep in mind with the XLR is this won't have a connection for you to go into your computer. So this is mostly if you want to run a mixer. But again, you can get this set up and then just get the cable that you need. So you're going to spend around $60 and then probably another $15 for the cable. And sometimes you can find little packages like this. This has a little mixer. Kind of looks cheap, but it may work. I don't know. I've got this that I bought. It was about $100. I wanted something that I thought looked good and looked semi-professional. And actually I found out that this is a really good brand, and I just got lucky finding it. So if you wanted to get one like that, it's got power and it's got 2 microphones for XLR, and it's got a bunch of other interfaces and stuff. And this goes to USB, so it goes straight into my computer, which makes it really nice for OBS. You can, yes, you can go straight from Xbox to Twitch. If you want to do that, you can even use your headphones with the microphone, and you can just plug in the Logitech webcam into the front port or wherever you want to put it, and you set it up on your thing on the Xbox. But obviously you don't want a huge mixer. I mean, unless that's how you want to roll, then, you know, you can do that. Mine is basically like this one. But mine is a better brand. And you don't necessarily need a mixer if you don't want one. This is a really good brand. A lot of professionals use this one. Got USB, it's got your headphone jack, it's got the jack for the mic. So it's really just depends on what you want to do with your stream, how you want your stuff set up. There's been multiple times where I wasn't really feeling like starting up my computer and all that, and I'll just stream from the Xbox or PlayStation. So we need to go up here. So you were into music? Did you play guitar, or
What?
think you can play guitar like me? Not gonna lie, Rocksmith 2014 is an excellent tool. Okay. Actual, like, real live stuff. Personally, I love the cello. It's awesome. That was actually a goal of mine. I wanted to learn guitar, and then I wanted to learn the cello. I believe the only newer system you can't stream directly from would be the Nintendo Switch.
It's locked.
And I think they don't do it just because they want to be a pain in the ass. Got a loot goblin.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, he's gone. And we're gonna chase him down.
What? No. She's just a child. I've only been... Oh, how long has it been? Oh.
Yes.
I've remembered something. Stole it from a woman who was like me. But what I did was wrong. Wasn't worth the extra years. I'd like to return it.
Yeah, they say that
I'm not sure
the guitar is like,
who I took it from.
once you learn that, you can play quite a few different instruments. Or at least it's easier.
Backward. You're too kind, friend.
I've got a friend that she could play pretty much everything except the guitar.
I may be dumb, but burning hells. Damn. That name.
I believe her thing was a trumpet as well.
Like thorns in my brain. That must his problem.
Let's see, we need to find these idols, and they're down here.
Once mine, then lost. He took it, and the swamp took him. The poor fool still lives. Yeah. And he suffers. We will ease his pain and tend it. Coax out the snakes of the marsh. Ask them for their venom. We will make a salve.
I told him. I cannot cure what is not sick.
What is it now? A curious kind of venom from the Nangari. I see. You know, this is their place. We all came here from elsewhere. But not them. No. Even I don't know how long they've been here. Or how they came to be. This venom is clear, because the Nangari it came from is about to begin molting. Or at least it was, I assume. You must have killed it. Yes. Of course. Perhaps the season of molt will begin soon. It's said to be lucky to keep some in your house. But it's only lucky if it's not full of parasites. That's what I always say.
What is that? An effigy?
Apparently I've done a whole lot, so we gotta talk to her quite a few times.
This is just an ordinary doll. Why didn't you say so? Well, it should look like me. It is me. I made this for someone. A child. Long ago. My child, perhaps? Yes. It was my child's. And she had one just like it that looked just like her too. Fitting that this one has been carried back to me by the swarm after all this time. Maybe someday it will bring her back too. Worthless. Precious. A toy made by a girl I once knew. It holds no cure. Only a memory.
The iris stringed something or other. Is that the hurdy-gurdy? Because those are fucking awesome.
The scratch of a tiny thorn. The flesh is open. And the
That's the
swamp
thing with the
flows
keys.
in. Slowly.
It looks like kind of like a violin-ish kind of thing, and then it's got keys that you press, and it's got a wheel thingy. That's a hurdy-gurdy. It may not be what you're thinking of. It's got a funny name. Yeah, those have become popular thanks to TikTok and YouTube videos and stuff. So it's pretty cool. Collect venom, and we need to talk to these people. I am going to take just a few minutes for a break. I have to feed the dog, so I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So that's funny. We had a person somewhere on base that that would practice. I don't know if it was like the guy or maybe the wife or if it was one of the kids, but I thought it was cool. But I know a lot of people don't appreciate the bagpipes. I don't know why, especially at 5 o'clock in the morning. Thanks for the welcome back, by the way. Okay, so we are trying to collect venom. I'm probably going to have to get off of here probably in about an hour. Gonna have to fix dinner. So something new with this game, they have these Lilith, what do I call them? Hold on, let me beat these guys so that I can think. Got me. So, like, there's these, altars, I think is what they are, to Lilith. Lilith is the bad guy in this one. So, and if you don't know, Lilith is also Adam's first wife, and she's like, you know what? Fuck that guy. Yeah, you could eat. Or you could just drink like 12 beers. That would be good.
Good, good.
But then you'd want to eat, like, eat a cheeseburger. That would be good. I think we're going to have beans and rice.
It will ease his wounds. But the pain of the heart, it will hurt. He will suffer. Let him alone. Understand?
Understood.
You may tell him that he is forgiven.
So now we got to go up here and give this guy this salve. No, but mentioning the altars, you have to find all of them, and once you find them the first time, then you're good. You don't have to find them anymore. The bad thing is you have to find them all. I've been through this game 3 times already, and I've found half of them. But they give you permanent boosts in your just whatever ones you find. They each one gives you something different, so it all depends on which one you find. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Some of the things have changed from the third one, which I mentioned. I love the third one. The thing that I don't like that they changed is you can only like dodge one time. Sometimes you can dodge multiple times, depending on what items you have. Like I've got one right now that gives me 2. So in the third one, you could use the analog stick and you can flip all over the place, like constantly. In this, you get
I'm not ready yet.
one time. Well, apparently I got rid of that item, so I have one time. So that makes it a lot more difficult. And of course some characters are better than others.
I need more time. These guys just keep on fucking coming. Man, I love beer. Beer is awesome. But some beer is nasty.
She made a sound. I can barely lift my head.
A lot of the wheat beer and stuff like that is definitely different.
Yeah, give it here. I'll take her poison. Maybe it'll kill me at last. It feels... shriveled hag! What have I done? I have one final ask of you. There is a shallow. Dig it up. Burn what you find. A funeral pyre in Blackwater. Burn it there. Do this not for me. For him.
I got to try some mead. Tried mead a while back. Didn't like it at all. It was gross.
Please understand. I was hurting so much. But blood.
There's a dude on Instagram that makes his own wine, and he makes kits. He makes wine and mead, and he made some wine out of Mountain Dew, and he said it was pretty good. So now he's trying the Baja Blast. So he's got a couple more weeks left on that. Yeah, I mean, there definitely may not be, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's just nasty. And I wouldn't say that this is any good. This is garbage beer. And I bought it because it's cheap. And it's also Monday. I have work in the morning.
This is great. I'm sorry.
We gotta go back up here, talk to this dying plant guy.
What?
thank you. You have done me, or done him, a kindness. Housel. His name. I remember.
Yeah, I've got some sake back in my game room in the fridge, and it's not bad.
Over and over.
I gotta remember to grab that.
And Mitzi. So many others. Housel was only lost. Their faces, their blood, the smoke. How could I forget? How could I forget?
Maybe you need some wine, like a Mountain Dew wine, because nothing says gamers like Code Red. Before we get off here, I'll look that guy up because he sells kits, and apparently it's not a whole lot. It's a gallon jug, and it's got a what they call a bubbler, and a lid, and like some yeast and stuff like that. And it's something that you can do yourself. Wouldn't be a bad gig. Let's see. Let's go down here and get this swamp stuff done. That's a little bit of a trek, though. Here, before we go trekking through this swamp, let me see if I can find that. I can't even remember what the dude's name was. Oh. And it's right here. Golden Hive Mead. So let me bring this over here, that way you can see it. So this is the dude's thing, and he's got a website. Here's his website. I'll just put that in chat for you. I'll also grab this for you. So here's his Instagram. And then he also had his YouTube. So we'll grab that. It's not a problem at all. And he sells honey, which I would probably trust this over like stuff you buy at the store. Now you can buy local honey, that would probably be best. But it looks like you could get into it for about $80 or $90. Not bad. It's a lot better than the $300 to get into making beer. Yep, and there's the book, 25 bucks. It's pretty interesting stuff. Yeah, when I had my apartment, I was looking into bottling my own stuff, and so I did a lot of research and all that, and it was $300 to buy the whole setup, and that's not that much if you think about it, because then you wouldn't have to make that investment again. It's $30 a batch for a keg of beer, so. And to be honest, the way that it looked, it would probably cost $40 for a three gallon. I think that's a 3 gallon. So 3 gallons of wine. And I think you have to wait 6 weeks on the wine. Yeah, and one cool thing is if you get multiple people in it, then you always have beer on hand.
Herbs for the pain, she says. I'll find my own herbs, thank you. Cure myself and leave this swamp for good. You can take that shite to Berrigan. He'll swallow
Plus,
it
it's nice
gladly.
knowing that what
Never
actually
strays far
goes
from
into
the
it.
old hag's hut. Master Waldine,
Sometimes you don't want to drink a
I'm
bunch of
not his
chemicals.
mother.
I don't know if I'm supposed to kill that person, but they're dead now. My dog can't decide where he wants to lay.
Yes?
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. But enough.
was looking for my brother. He's sick too. I've not seen him in days. I was afraid he'd grown roots. They attacked me.
I love how we're tracking down all these sick people that have all these diseases and shit, and we're trekking through the swamp.
They took my brother.
But we're not going to catch
Don't worry.
anything.
I'll look into it.
So we got to come up here so to find the bandit camp. You're like, why are they standing in the water? That's so weird. See, they could have died on dry land, but now they're all wet. Hey, all right, bud. I really appreciate you coming in, and again, thank you for the follow 2 weeks ago. I should be streaming tomorrow again around the same time, so if you want to pop in and say hi, that's cool. If not, that's also cool, and we'll see you around.
Your evil is done.
Hey, take care. Have a great night.
And folk think we are monsters. There are men in this world who would take a dying boy, hack the source from his body, and sell them like herbs to the alchemists. But you've sated the swamp with their blood. You go now.
save the
Live
day
with our
again.
gratitude.
All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and call it here. Again, I appreciate you guys showing up for those that have, and we will catch you guys next time.